What's up guys, today I'm going to be talking about why I'm glad the Ivy League rejected me. What's up guys? Right now I'm at Harvard University and there's a lot of people walking around and it might rain, so I don't have much time to film right now, but I'm going to try my best to get through this video because I came all the way to Harvard to film. So if you don't already know, my name's Shan Rizwan and I'm a sophomore at Boston College. With the recent college admissions scandals coming out, along with Ivy decisions and also seniors in high school having to decide which college they're going to, I thought I would share my thoughts on my experience with rejection. I'm making this video because I feel like this is something that I wish I would have heard as a senior in high school. First, let me give you a little context into what I'm talking about. Today is March 30th, 2017, 6:12 p.m. Checking my Brown decision, last college that I applied to, so whatever, it's okay. Didn't get in.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
So basically the crux of what I'm saying is, growing up, I came from an environment where I was primed to try to get into an Ivy League institution. By going to an Ivy League, it was expected that you were going to be successful and make a lot of money. There was also a connotation, generally, in my environment, and I'm sure a lot of your environments, that anything lesser would be seen as a failure. Thus, throughout my entire academic career, I had in the back of my mind that I wanted to get into an Ivy League school. I had the idea that this equated to success. And as you saw earlier, I didn't end up getting into one of these schools. And I'm sure if you're watching this video right now, you can relate to a lot. You probably felt a lot of similar feelings that I felt. When I was going through the college process, I really wasn't in the best state mentally, and I really didn't know what I wanted in a college. All that I knew was that I wanted to go to a good school because of the prestige. Because of that mindset, I feel like I didn't do enough research into what I was looking for in a college education, and really I was just applying to schools for the name. If you receive that sort of rejection from an Ivy League school, the school that you put on a pedestal, just know that it's not the end of the world. Once I got to college, the disappointment of not getting into an Ivy League still lingered with me. Like, I still felt like I didn't achieve my potential and I was a disappointment, you know? For some people that feeling might dissipate once you get to college, but I think it was because Boston College didn't really feel like the perfect fit once I got there. If I'm being totally honest, I wanted to transfer many times my freshman year and sometimes during my sophomore year. I think a lot of that comes down to me not doing my research into what I really wanted out of a school. You know, over time, I started to realize that I was wasting a lot of energy on obsessing over the fact that I wasn't at my dream school, and it started to like eat away at me. And I realized that I was wasting so much energy on this when I could have been out there doing things and trying things and creating. I started to realize that college is what you make of it. What college you go to does not define your success. I put all these schools on a pedestal without actually thinking about if these colleges would be a good fit. I have the opportunity to make my life into what I want it to be, and going to an Ivy League school is not a guarantee of that. If anything, it might be even harder when you're surrounded by so many, I don't know. Stop putting these places on a pedestal and consider what's the most rational choice. What would be the best fit for you? And yes, these schools are very good. Excellent. Best schools in the world. But they aren't the end-all, be-all, if that's what, I don't know. Consider financial reasons and academic reasons and the location and so many other factors just beyond prestige. Because prestige only goes so far in life, And at the end of the day, people aren't going to care where you went to undergrad. It'll always be better to be top of the class at a lesser known institution than to be mediocre at an Ivy League institution. I just really want to say, because like when I was in high school, I felt like I was a failure senior year when I didn't get into those schools that I had idolized my entire life. Just that, you know, you just gotta do your own thing, you know. If you want to be successful, then you can do it, you know. Nothing is holding you back. And if you don't get into your dream school, it's not the end of the world. Just create your own opportunities and do the things you want to do. And before you make your college decision, just envision yourself at that school and really think, would you like it there? Visit the school, you know, do as much research as you can, be well informed. If there's one thing to take away from this video, is that college is what you make of it, and it matters more what you do rather than where you do it. You know, that's something I wish I knew 2 years ago. Gotta do your own thing, you know. I hope that this video inspired you in some way, made you at least consider that it's not the end of the world, because I know I wish I could have heard that, because I was in an environment where, you know, all my friends were getting into these schools and I was getting rejection after rejection after rejection. So I wish someone told me that, to stop comparing myself to other people, and that the Ivy League isn't the end of the world. Hope that some of you, at least one person, can take away the idea I know where I'm going. The rejection allowed me to understand myself, and it allowed me to start this YouTube channel, actually, because that rejection, I took that rejection and used it as motivation for me to do other things. To linger on something like that will eat away at you and will really just waste your life. You're throwing time away and energy towards things you can't control. And like relating to like college admission scandal, like there's so many factors that play into these acceptances and rejections. It's such a crapshoot that you shouldn't beat yourself up over it, and just know that your life is what you make of it. With all that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully a lot of there's people everywhere. In a way, that was sort of clickbait, the title. I wasn't glad initially, but over time I came to understand that it wasn't meant to be, and that I can use that rejection as motivation to improve myself and take control of my life.